Under the Hawaii State Constitution, the governor has the authority to grant reprieves, commutations, and pardons after conviction for all offenses. This authority provides the governor broad power to remedy long-standing injustices in our criminal legal system by releasing some individuals facing unduly long sentences, reducing the incarcerated population by shortening some people's prison sentences as long as they meet certain criteria and are determined not to pose a danger to the public. Governors in other states have successfully used this broad authority to commute the sentences of categories of people. For example, releasing people who would serve a lesser sentence under current laws than what they are serving, people convicted of drug-related offenses, people incarcerated for technical probation or parole violations, and/or the aging population. The question is, would you commit to following the leadership of other governors in using your clemency powers to return people to their families and communities who have been impacted by overly punitive laws? If so, what would your guiding principles be for using your executive clemency powers?
The governor does have that authority, clemency. The idea of clemency really is to discern what the penalty should actually be for an individual for committing a crime. This is the hard question in our society. What is fair? What is just? Do those who actually have crimes committed against them, do they have a right? Do they have a say? I think clemency is something that's a case-by-case basis. I would obviously do that. There are miscarriages of justice in every element of our society. The fact that we would have a governor who would take the time to listen carefully about these cases, it's a no-brainer. You must do that. That's what equal justice is. On the other hand, those who've been violated by crime, they cannot be taken for granted. I'm a contractor. I've hired a number of men who have been a part of Habilitat, a very governed organization who brings people out of OCCC. They've become my best friends. I've married them. These are just honest, hardworking young men. Do they need a second chance? Absolutely. Should it be on a case-by-case basis? Yes, it should. Should clemency be on the table for those who are at the end of their days? I think it should. I don't think that's an issue. But balancing probation with clemency takes wisdom. And it takes an understanding of what justice is in a society and the consequences of good justice, appropriate justice, and bad policy. This starts with the Attorney General, by the way. The state of Hawaii must have an elected Attorney General, an elected sheriff, an elected ethics commission, and the governor must be very wise on the judges he puts in the courts. These actually are the ones who make the decisions about prison time, who gets prosecuted, what the nature. So that would be my stand, to be very careful about those positions.